Mrs. Middleton, you heard noises outside, and you ran outside. Then what happened?
Well, when I heard these agonized cries going on, it was my first inclination to believe that he was ill, had fallen ill from a heart attack perhaps or something, and of course naturally I ran hurriedly out of the house try to help get him in the house if that was what was wrong. And when I got to the officers, they kept telling me, lady, don't come into this, you'll get carried to jail. And of course I said, well, I haven't done anything to get carried to jail for. And he says, I says, why are you carrying him? He says, because he's resisting arrest. I said, what in the world are you arresting him for? And he says, he was speeding and and he was resisting arrest, and says, I'm going to take you because you're interfering. And I said, well, goodness knows, I haven't done anything to cause it. And when I said that, he grabbed my left wrist and threw the handcuffs on me. And I began to beg and plead with him because I'm still out there barefooted and in my nightgown, wanting to get back to the house. And I said, I cannot go to City Hall in this way. I said, I'm cold and exposed. I'm nearly numb by now. And I said, please let me go back. He says, you should have thought of that before you came out here. And he was, all the time, he had my left arm back of me, handcuffed, and had drawn my right arm back of me, trying hard to get it into the ring to put them together. And, of course, all this time, my husband was lying on the drive, face where he could see, but still on his stomach with his hands handcuffed behind him. And I kept trying my best to work my way back into the house all the time, pleading and begging with them, and all the time for some clothing, and all the time while they kept pulling hard at my arm.
Did they take you to jail in your nightgown?
They did, but before they let me go into the house, they finally got me on the patio, threw me down bodily, and then came up behind me with his arm like a Gestapo would, and put his arm around my neck and choked me severely into submission, into breathlessness, and my senses were leaving, and that's when he put the right handcuff on and then forced me into the squad car.
Mr. Middleton, you showed the city council a bruised tongue. How did that happen?
Well, they were choking me.
By the tongue?
No, they were choking me with their thumb and finger in my throat as hard as they could, and they choked me till I was almost lifeless 2 or 3 times. And when they'd let me up, I'd try to cry for help again, and they would choke me again. And they'd hold on to my tongue, I guess. They were trying to
show us how you showed the city council your tongue, sir. Thank you, Mr. Middleton.